Right,
Hello
ready,
guys,
Brad,
and
mute.
welcome. Hey, mute your mic. Hello guys, and welcome to the new. Welcome to the new edition of the podcast. I'm here to present to Scunthorpe and Crowell community about the recent acknowledgement of Neil MacDonald's sexual explicit videos getting sent to Year 11 children at North Home. Can we pass on to Limbo, please? Oh my god, stop fucking messaging me.
Hello everyone. Recently, there has been some rumours going around that a man of the name of Neil MacDonald has been sending explicit videos of him putting Toblerones up his rectum to young children.
And
these are true.
Wait, and what do you think of these videos? Have you seen them?
I have seen them. I do find them very disturbing, and I feel that the Neighbourhood Watch and the police force are not bringing justice to this man.
Indeed, that is my exact thought process when it comes to Neil MacDonald. And in our last podcast, we did review on the things he did to...
Proceed, please.
The things he did to a hospital patient and how he
Correct.
took advantage of them and groped them.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. You don't need to worry.
I'm not worrying, don't worry.
Okay. Let's proceed on to the next... Oh, let me just... 1 minute. The next part about a student at Melior Community Academy called Anal
Beadley.
Indeed. Proceed with... I'll proceed with the things that Anal Beadley has profoundly been accused of. Evidence has not been shown, but it's been seen by quite a lot of people and heard about, and I think there's a 90% chance it may be true about Anal Beadley. And about Anal Beadley... Honestly, Anal Beadley asked a lady called Jose Fogg and... 1 minute. Jessica Fogginson. He asked them to pin him up against the wall and fart in their mouth. And what I find is that is extremely disturbing, and I just think it is vile what is done to those girls, those poor innocent girls that could have lived a normal life. What do you think about this, Limbo?
I feel that Anal Beadley should be prosecuted, as nobody should have to go through being pinned up against a wall and having to be farted in the facial area.
Indeed. I think it's very unhygienic. It can kill the girls' morale. Honestly, they were young people.
Called cancer, yes.
Studies have shown that cancer is caused by farting in mouths. Next up on the podcast's thing, a man called Pill and Den.
I'm sorry, but I'm going to use his normal name, Dylan Penn, as this man is that vile that he should just be 6 feet under. I'm sorry. Dylan Penn, if you're watching this, you sad little paedophile. Proceed.
No, you proceed. I don't want to talk about this matter. It offends me too much.
In the young days, back in 2019...
2019, is that yes?
Yes.
Good. What? Would you know what month it was in? Later on or early in the year?
I believe it was November.
Okay, proceed.
November the 16th.
Do you remember that exact date because of how vile it was?
Correct.
Proceed.
Dylan Penn. He was meant to send this to one of his women friends, shall we say.
Indeed.
He pulled his penis back on the camera with a bottom-up perspective.
Bottom up, could you maybe do an example of that?
No, sorry. That's inappropriate.
It is indeed. Proceed. I'm sorry about
that. Yes, he was explicitly flashing his genitalia.
Indeed. Proceed.
And in the end...
Proceed.
It just got sent everywhere. There was so much cheese. It was like a dairy factory.
And was this cheese accumulated by possibly not washing under the foreskin?
I believe so.
Next on the list is a man, a lovely man, that sadly passed away. In the forthcoming days, his funeral will occur. He died last night because he was extremely stud-like. And right now, I'm going to get the video up of this man, and so you could all appreciate him and memorialise Mr. Cayley. Okay, this is the video of Mr. Cayley. Sorry. I just need to rewind the video and put the volume on. Let's go. Let's proceed with this recording.
Mr. Cayley!
As you can see, this man was an extremely cool and stud-like guy. As you can see, he had a very luscious moustache, beautiful sunglasses, and an afro. And this man was just so lovely. And it's so sad what happened to him. And I just really, really want to memorialise him and love him to death. You may proceed, Limbo.
Can I just add?
Indeed.
I'm going to tell you how Mr. Cayley died. It was a warm summer's evening, around 22 degrees Celsius. And a strange man in a black hoodie and blue jeggings appeared from the distance.
Sorry,
Mr.
I just
Cayley.
laugh when I'm crying.
Mr. Cayley was mocking him, shall we say.
Was he trying to act like a stud, would you say? Or proceeding to act like a stud?
I don't believe he was being a stud. I believe Mr. Cayley, he was showing how many fingers he had, and the other man got quite jealous, shall we say.
Indeed, you should say that.
He took him behind the sports shed, pulled his pants down, raped him senseless, cut his fingers off.
As he was jealous of the amount of fingers he had.
Correct.
Possibly that could be a sign of insecurity about this man. Could you say that?
I do believe so. The police do have some ideas of who the man could be, with the name of Fingerless Forshaw.
Oh, that man has been on our podcast a few times before, hasn't he? Do you think it was? Do you think he's a very jealous man? Because he did, let's say, molest a child in the hospital.
Correct, he did.
And what do you think of that? We've already discussed it, but we just need to go over the topic one more time.
I felt it was quite sore, actually.
Sorry, we're mentally sorry, not physically.
Oh, my bad.
It's okay.
I do feel that it's made a big impact on that young lad's life, shall I say?
Yes, you should say that. Oh, is that it? Sorry. Okay, let's proceed on to the mysterious man that was spotted at Mr. Cayley's funeral that hasn't been held yet, but he's been spotted there, by the name of Patrick Barron. seen with slick back hair, a perfect suit with
Grey Slazenger bag.
grey Slazenger bag, with a bunch of other people that clearly weren't as cool as him. Maybe he was the ringleader of the... Oh, that fucking pisses me off. Stop messaging me. Sorry about that, guys. And he was the ringleader of the people. The mysterious people. Let's roll the clip. Honestly, I think it's just quite disturbing what this guy's about. Let's roll the clip with sound, because sound is always better. Let's roll it. As you can see, this man has been spotted evading the funeral. And I think it's just quite mysterious how he's been doing such actions without getting caught. And I'm the first one that caught it. I was a news broadcaster for Mr. Caleb's funeral. Let's roll another clip when he was spotted at the man's funeral. May I just pause the video real quick? Play it with sound. And let's see. As you can see, as soon as I start recording, he pulls a face, he smirks, and he hides behind another man. Another mysterious man with glasses. No one knows who this man was. But he looked very, very sexy. Let's proceed on to the next part of the video. Mr. Moody.
Rough topic.
It is indeed a rough topic. Maybe for the girl he had sex with, and not molested, but he just had sex with her. Let's speak about this man. Let's have some backstory to this guy's story. He was once... Sorry, may I restart the story? Limbo and I were in the school toilets. Nothing gay. Nothing gay at all, was it?
No, it wasn't.
Nothing. We were just showering naked. Not being gay. And the mysterious Moody, as he is now called after he disappeared, full name by the name of Thomas Moody, the man proceeded to walk in on us, showering naked together in the same area. And he said something extremely, would you say, awful towards us, didn't he? What did he say,
Correct.
Liam?
He said, "Come on, guys, do not drop the soap. You know what will happen next."
And that statement is backed up by quite a few people that watched it. I forgot what they're called.
Witnesses.
Witnesses. That is the correct statement. And what happened next was quite unbelievable. A week after that man said them things to us, that man was fired from his job, wasn't he?
Correct.
The man by the name of Thomas Moody had sex with a year 11 student. By the age of 15, she was already having sex with teachers. By the name of Mr. Moody. I think it's awful. One, because that slag had sex with a teacher. And
two.
Proceed.
And two, because that vile teacher...
Indeed.
...slept with that little cum slut.
Reports. I'm hearing reports that the man called her a cum slut. Is that correct?
Affirmative.
He called her a daddy's girl, which I think is vile, because that implies incest, which we don't agree with, do we?
No, not at all.
And it... proceed. And the man also tried to have sex with me. I don't know whether Limbo knows this, but it's true. And the final topic, it's more on the side of the secondary school area, isn't it? About maybe some two teachers, actually, by the name of Mr. Rennie and Mr. Rennie. Gonna have to change the camera angle because my phone's nearly dead. Mr. Rennie and Mr. Rennie was a son and a father. The father was once caught by me, Jacob and Liam, when we was in the Year 5 toilets with female pornography as his home screen. I think it's disgraceful, don't you?
Correct.
More on the topic of his son. His son was the man who told Limbo off for showing Izzy Jackson pornography. As you want to continue with the story, would that be delightful?
Yes. May I just add?
Indeed.
Me and the man Jacob, we invited Izzy Jackson to search up RedTube on her own laptop.
Her own devices. Indeed.
Yep. Actually, she ended up telling Mr. Rennie, and he took me and Jacob out of the classroom.
Valid learning time, is that?
Correct.
Good.
And I find that the words he said actually impacted me a lot, because
Did he?
he once said, "Liam and Jacob, have you been showing Izzy Jackson gay, lesbian, anal pornography?"
And how did them words affect you?
I felt like there was no one I could talk to.
Indeed, and that's why you can donate to us on Colbedford with 2 Fs at gmail.com on PayPal to support people that have no one to talk to once they've experienced sexual assault by teachers. Is that correct?
Affirmative, correct.
And all of the proceeds will go to a charity called Mr. Rennie Was a Paedophile. I think this wraps up this podcast, doesn't it, on a sad note?
Affirmative.
I hope you guys have a wonderful, peaceful evening, or peaceful day, in fact. And you shall all have good luck for the rest of your lives.